Okay, so when you're rolling, making shapes or whatever, little sticks, keep some water on the table. Always be on a good wooden table. And go carefully because, watch this trick a second. You have to see what I mean. Gloves. So, get some out of the way. Go back and forth in the dry, and you can see if you have to fix. Can you see that? If you have to fix any, see there's a little spot there. So you fill those in because it causes like air pockets, water pockets, and it busts apart sometimes. Depends on your mix. It'll bust apart when you're doing it. It'll get real thin here, and then you get all frustrating with working on it at times. And it might rip now. Look at that. See what I'm doing? Here, wait. I'll put it just a little bit more. So I'm not gonna. There's too much of a hole there. Taking it off. See, I'm not gonna fool with it too much without fixing something. Now this piece could still be used, rolled, and made a little longer, a little thinner. This is gonna be a good batch. I'll tell you what. There's a lot left. I got pretty many pieces here for this few hours that I've been doing this. I think I've been down here 2.5 hours actually. And it's going pretty good. So, gonna keep buying these blends. Finally that I found a good cinnamon. Now back in October I offered someone a whole pile. I'm still not done with everything. Poor guy. But he'll get it. So what was going on was, I have videos up about it. There was an issue with the incense, the cinnamon powder I was purchasing from Price Right Corporation. Which, I don't know, just Price Rights all over the United States or not. It's under the ShopRite company. It's a cheap store, but they got decent stuff. And so for a couple of years, since 2017, when I started the incense, I was buying that powdered cinnamon by Badia Company. Now, I go down October because I needed a new one. The one that was here wasn't enough. Threw it away because I didn't know how old it was either. And so, started, and I threw a fit. I couldn't get anything to mix properly. Nothing was sticking, nothing was molding. Then, so I started buying other powders, cinnamon powder. Whoops, it's a little too wet. So see how it goes. You're gonna smooth it nice, or otherwise, and you could carefully push together, because it'll go back nice. I didn't want to fool with that thin part there before. That's why we got rid of that and finished up a small one. So anyway, and it took a while for me to find a cinnamon that matched up with that Mako powder I've been using. That's good Mako powder for a lot of different things, incenses. And this, like I said, this girl that was here close with this sandalwood mixes real good with everything too, or separately with dragon's blood, or just with cinnamon. This and the cinnamon powder, no Mako, that's fine. Also makes a good tacky dough. And I was able to make the shapes better once I finally discovered that Giant brand is the blend that I used in the beginning, because that's the only one working now. See, it's a more of a, when it's out in the better light in the sun, you see it better. It's more of a brown. It's not as reddish. And, don't forget to dust your table, just like you're doing, regular baking. When you're doing this kind, you got to dust, because it sticks to the, this table It's just an old desk. I started sanding it, never got it done. He couldn't finish it because I didn't know he was sick, the husband, and he was lacking in the work around the house. A lot of stuff has to be fixed here. So anyway, back to this stuff. See how nice it goes then to make your shapes? I'm going to be I'm just fiddling with this for now, but I was thinking this is actually a good size for the Eye of Horus. And I think that's probably what it'll end up being. Just like a few years ago for House of Witchcraft, we made a Eye of Horus, we made flames. Oh, geez, a couple of different things. Little nuggets of some of the strongest cinnamon. If you look on House of Witchcraft's page, there was a video they actually did. So, you could check that out. And have a great weekend because I am done tonight. As soon as we're done with that, see you soon.